So, Liverpool fans, what to make of that one? Nottingham Forest nil, Liverpool 1. And obviously, as supporters of the team, we're going to be happy with the result and the 3 points. But the performance, and I think there are some really significant questions to be asked in the light of Liverpool's performance today. Now, you could say that any team that is not playing well, maybe scrapes its way through the game and still ends up getting the result, is a good team. But I think we would be hard pushed to say that today because the performance echoed what we've seen far too many times this season. And yes, while Liverpool have shown some improvements in recent games, they've had over a week off since the Brighton FA Cup game. Nottingham Forest, meantime, have had to go to Turkey to play a Europa League game. Yes, they may have a manager bounce from Vitor Pereira coming in to take over the club. They also had a good performance and a good result against Fenerbahce, which is always a difficult place to go and play. And they had a convincing 3-0 win. And Nottingham Forest fans are certainly one of those fan bases that on the home stadium really gets behind the team. So there were ingredients in the game that could make it difficult for Liverpool. But really, if you look at the way that Liverpool started the game, for the first 5 minutes, aimless, pointless possession where the ball was pretty much in the Liverpool end the whole time, yet Liverpool had the ball. And of course, we coughed the ball up, and really Hudson-Odoi should have scored. But yes, credit for Alisson Becker for a very, very good save. So there was a difficulty going into the game in that Florian Wirtz was injured in the warm-up. And okay, that can have an effect on the team, but that doesn't alter the fact that the way that Liverpool played early on really had very little direction or purpose. There didn't really seem to be a plan. And so I think that this has to be concerning. And for all those fans that are wanting Arne Slot out, I think he was certainly playing into their hands. I'm not at a point where I would say that, but yeah, it's a recurring problem, as I say. So the first half, Forest were well on top, and Liverpool looked a shadow of a team that we all know that they can be. They did improve after half time, but they created very, very little. And I think one thing that Arne Slot can take away from the game was bringing on Ngamoa and Chiesa late in the game. Certainly Ngamoa made an impact. And it was kind of a wild and a crazy end to the game, in as much as a Liverpool goal was called back, which would have been a fluke, admittedly, but I thought it came off his back. And then, of course, came off McAllister, and then McAllister does get a winner, and it certainly looked to the naked eye that Virgil van Dijk was offside. And, of course, we get one of those silly decisions, toenail-type decisions. And, okay, it came in our favour this time, but these are aspects of VAR that I'm never going to enjoy, I'm never going to like. So, yes, at the end of the day, it was 3 points. But, yeah, I think there's a lot of questions to be asked. Oh, Salim, you're here.
Yeah, sorry. I was watching the USA win the gold medal, so in overtime. Okay. Sorry for the delay.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. As I didn't hear from you, I went ahead and did something. And
perfect.
Yeah. I'm just kind of wrapping up, but I don't know what your thoughts were of Liverpool's performance today.
That the first half was absolutely awful. It looked like school kids playing out there, but second half it got better and better, and almost two disallowed goals. But I think at the end of the day, the 3 points and being right on even with points with Chelsea right now is pretty significant.
It is, but I think that I have a concern in as much as Liverpool didn't play well today, but it's a recurring problem in terms of the style of play that they have. I mean, that first 5 minutes where there's a lot of possession for Liverpool, but it's all in their own half. They coughed the ball up, and Hudson-Odoi really should have scored.
Yeah.
And I just think it's concerning that we're getting the same old performance level happening time and again. And yeah, so we can be happy with the result, we can be happy with the points, but I think those Liverpool fans that would like to see the exit of Arne Slot, certainly that performance today gives them quite a lot of ammunition.
No doubt about it. Yeah, no doubt about it. It seems like some of our players have lost their ability to play, which we know that's not really the reality of the matter. But the coach galvanizing the team, that it's maybe a skill set he does not have. And I think the Liverpool fans that want Slot out, like you said, I think they have a very good case. Also, with the looming the looming Alonso kind of being available there, I think is added pressure. And from a Liverpool standpoint, it's like, well, there's a better coach out there potentially. And it's going to take the injuries, to be fair to Slot, have been tough. Wirtz pulled up with a muscle injury right before the game started. But realistically, the team is good, is better than Nottingham Forest. No disrespect to Nottingham Forest, but that performance was tough. But the 3 points really at the end of the day, and 11 games left to see if he can kind of piece it together. I'm not sure that that's going to be really the case, and we'll see kind of what happens in the summer.
Right. Well, one thing, I was watching the highlights of a game from a couple of years ago when Liverpool played Newcastle at Anfield, and I could go on about how the style was totally different. It was a lot more positive. It was a lot more direct. They created a lot more chances. But then I looked at the personnel that Jurgen Klopp had out that day. He was starting with Endo, Gomez, Jones, Nunes, because he was still at the club at the time. Players that Arne Slot finds difficult to play and rotate, and we keep hearing this word trust. But still, they could put in a good performance, and I feel more and more that this is the weakness of the manager. Doesn't really rotate players. Now, he actually did something good today, which was bringing on Chiesa and Engamoa with 15 minutes left, because really Gakpo and Salah hadn't been effective.
Yeah. Now,
you could argue and say that he could have done that earlier. And okay, well, Chiesa didn't really get into the game, but Engamoa did.
Yeah.
And I mean, I thought it was funny because the goal that was called back, I thought it came off his back. I mean, one way or another, Liverpool stole the points today, and that would have been an even bigger steal, because it would have been a fluke goal. But yeah, I have to say that I'm getting concerned when I kind of look at the longer haul for Liverpool, because it's looking more and more that however they finish in the league, that that they're looking to sign players again during the summer. And so you've gone from a situation where you had a good squad with a good team spirit, and I think that that's a key point here, a good team spirit. And really, it seems to have been destroyed to some degree. And okay, that may not be totally on the shoulders of the manager, because you have Edwards and Hughes obviously signing players. But, it's looking more and more as though they've dismantled a title-winning squad too quickly. And then I'm not sure about Arne Slot's skill set. I think you used that word earlier, to kind of take the new group and do something with it. I mean, what is his style of play? I mean, because again, we see this slow possession without really going anywhere. And then his ability to manage players, and I'm talking about in terms of players coming in, rotation, substitutions, Because again, with that Newcastle game, half an hour before the end, okay, he brings on McAllister, he brings on Gakpo, he brings on somebody else who I can't remember. But the point is that, you know, that everybody's involved, everybody's part of the team, and that's why they have a great team spirit. And I'm not getting that sense from Liverpool right now. It's to me, it feels like a lukewarm version of something that was very strong before, and one that Arne did benefit from in his first season.
No doubt he benefited from the first season. I think when a legendary coach like Klopp leaves a club, there's going to be a period of time where the players still kind of have that style of play, even when a new manager comes in and tries to put in their new tactics. And Arne Slot, I think last year, was able to kind of slow the game down a little bit, but still kind of ramp it up on a counterattack that the team was just used to doing, and moving the ball forward quickly to get the ball to, you know, Mo Salah. And obviously Mo Salah's form has dropped, so that's a piece to it all. And the whole team being revamped, like you said, I don't know if dismantling the team last year or, you know, this year would have made that much of a difference. I think realistically, when Luis Diaz, who we all love, but he's 28 years old and he wants to get paid, and you can understand that from a player perspective and from a club perspective, saying, hey, you're under contract, and another team comes in and offers 75 million for him. I can see both ways to it. I'm not trying to talk out of both sides of my mouth here, but I can kind of see both ways to it. But as you know, I think one thing is clear, or is becoming more clear, is that Slot might not be the right guy moving the team forward as the team transitions into new stars and new players. And obviously there's some holes in the team as well. But coach, I just want to go really back quickly to Rio. I mean, the ball he put across, I don't know what Ekitike has to do to score headers. He's missed 3 in a row, one against City, one I think was at the FA Cup, and then he missed the one today. So I think he needs to get some heading lessons, because the balls are getting there, and Rio's ball across was absolutely lovely. And if that kid doesn't get more minutes, I don't know what needs to happen. He's obviously somebody that can come off the bench and create havoc, and also can play in the FA Cup games against other teams.
Yes. So anyway, it's funny because even though it's 3 points and it's a vital 3 points for Liverpool, I just feel, you know, kind of a cautionary vibe about the whole thing. And,
no doubt. Yeah, it's not like we're jumping up and down from the performance standpoint. We got a little bit fortunate today, and you know, sometimes it takes that. But no, I'm by no way am I, you know, I'm jumping up and down saying, okay, we're going to get a Champions League spot.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm off to watch the women's team. They have an FA Cup game against Everton, who are a bit of a bogey team for them. So yeah. Let's hope for a better Liverpool performance. You probably get a better performance, but a lesser result. We'll have to wait and see on that.
Right. All right.
Okay, Salim. So yeah, to everybody out there, thanks for tuning in, and subscribe, of course. We're trying to get the channel to grow. And when's our next game? Is it next weekend?
Yeah, I believe so. Let me double check here. It's West Ham on Saturday.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see everyone for that game. So
absolutely. All right, coach, take care.
Okay. You too.